So, as we know from Trump's one big beautiful bill, the big BS bill that he just signed into law, that's causing or will cause very big problems for millions of Americans. One of the things that it did was give $170 billion to the Department of Homeland Security, 30 billion of those dollars of which is solely for ICE. And we know that one of ICE's goals is to hire 10,000 new agents to hit the streets and round people up, round up migrants, and send them home under the guise that they're getting the criminals off the streets. But they're just going after pretty much anybody. People who work at Home Depot, people who work in the back of kitchens and agricultural fields, people who work in construction and landscaping jobs, janitorial positions, things like that. They're just kind of indiscriminately going after people, sending people home who've been here for decades, what have you. But the thing is hiring 10,000 people, particularly in a short amount of time, is very difficult. You're going to have to interview like 10 times that many people at least. You're going to have to interview probably 100 to 200,000 people at least to get that many candidates through the door. And then you're likely going to have to lower your hiring standards, which we've discussed as well, which is dangerous. So here's one of the tactics that they're using to, help get people to do this, because it's hard to hire 10,000 people for anything, but you got to keep in mind being an ICE worker is not really an attractive position. Sure, if you got, your far right wing buddies, they may like it, but just your everyday average person, that's not really a good look. Like, oh, I just got a job for ICE, because we know what your position's all about and what you're going to be doing. So the Department of Homeland Security, they're looking to give $50,000 signing bonuses, student loan forgivenesses to help encourage people to come do this. The Department of Homeland Security is offering new immigration and customs enforcement recruits signing bonuses of up to $50,000 in student loan forgiveness as the agency, suddenly flush with cash, seeks to meet, and we just went over this about how many people they're trying to hire. With the help of major funding from the mega bill Trump signed into law this month, the Department of Homeland Security on Tuesday launched a new ICE campaign titled Defend the Homeland, with recruitment posters featuring Trump and DHS Secretary Kristi Noem, along with the pay benefits and all that stuff. Let's see. Abigail Jackson, a White House spokesperson, she said the funding from President Trump's one big beautiful bill will play a key role in fulfilling his promise to the American people to deport criminal illegal aliens. The GOP domestic policy package, and we already went over this, how much money goes over. And this is Tom Homan, the border czar, said, look, this is, what do they call him? Fascist Elmer Fudd. This is what fascist Elmer Fudd said. Look, this isn't easy. 10,000 ICE officers never happened before. But I'll say this, it's about time. With more money, we can do more. They're looking to give them also enhanced retirement benefits, overtime pay, things like that. They're trying to go out on college campuses. Again, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep in mind, this is not an attractive job. It's not going to get you cookie points. It's not going to get you laid. It's not going to do anything like that. And Kristi Noem, she says, your country is calling you to serve at ICE. In the wake of the Biden administration's failed immigration policies, your country needs dedicated men and women of ICE to get the worst of the worst criminals out of our country. This is a defining moment in our nation's history. Your skills, your experience, and your courage have never been more essential. Together, we must defend the homeland. And again, this is under the guise that we need that many more ICE agents because there's just so many criminals in the country. But, remember the mass deportation now signs at all the Trump rallies in this 2024 campaign. We know what this has been about. The dogs, they're eating the dogs and cats. They're eating everybody's pets. It's just racism. It's just an effort to get everybody up out of here who is not white. Because they're mostly going after the black and brown immigrants, trying to get them up out of here, even though these people literally hold the country up because they work jobs that are essential and jobs that Americans don't want to do. But yeah, so that is just one of their tactics to help their quota of getting 10,000 new ICE agents hired in a short amount of time.
Hey now, Thank you so much for tuning in here at Politics and Paper. If you like what I do and you support my work, go ahead and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it and really helps to support what we do here.